What's going on, everybody? It's Clint from the Film Arsenal. Today we're going to be doing another amazing tutorial. This is Nuke 101 Class 4, green screen keying within Nuke using the IBK keyer. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you see, we have this awesome footage. I actually filmed this from a feature film I shot. And this is a green screen in the background, and it's shot in daytime. And we got a blonde actress there, and we have another shot of a brunette actress. You guys can use this footage for your reels, so go ahead and click on the link below, and it'll take you to this page where you can download the footage. So you'll come here to Nuke 101 Class 4. Links in the description below. Go there, and here on the right you'll see a download link where you can access the footage. So go ahead and click that and just sign up for the newsletter, right? Email, name, subscribe. Go ahead and confirm your email, and as soon as you do that, you'll get an instant link to the footage, and you'll get this here. So go ahead and read the terms. It's just the regular royalty-free footage stuff saying you can use this for your reels or whatever. And you can change that if you want. 1080. And if you want to re-edit the project, you'll go to the Resolve project. And here's all the clips. However, if you just want to get straight to the VFX, go ahead and use this. This is the 1080. Go ahead and use this for the VFX tutorials. The 1080 files for VFX tutorials. This won't link to the Resolve project, but this will be for your just for VFX use. So as you can see, all the clips are in here. So go ahead and download what you need. I have some sample background photos for you, so you can download those too. And as soon as you download whatever clips you want to work with, in this case, I'm working with these, so you could just look for these names there, okay? And the other one is this one. So you can pause it and just type that in and search it. And here are the background plates I'm going to be using. They're just photos I took. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So let's just start with this clip here. And we're going to place her behind this shot. So we're going to be using the IBK keyer. So let's just go ahead and get started. So you want to hit Tab, IBK, Gizmo. And again, if you guys have any questions about shortcuts or any of the real basic stuff, go back to my Nuke 101 Class 1 or Class 2. I cover a lot of those shortcuts and basic things you see me doing here. So foreground, you're just gonna fill in, for the foreground, you're gonna connect it to your main shot there. Background, you wanna connect it to that, okay? If you hit 1 on the keyboard, and you wanna reformat this, so go ahead and add a reformat node. You want it to match whatever your footage is. So in this case, it's 1080. So let's go ahead and match that up. And for color, we're gonna feed it the green screen color. So we're gonna create a constant here, and we're gonna sample that color to the same as the green screen, closest to her hair, preferably. And you're just gonna feed it there. As you see, it's all messed up, so you just click in your gizmo node. The default is a blue screen. We have a green screen, so check that. And this is just keying your image, so you still want to composite it. So M on the keyboard, merge that over your background. And as you see, that did a really good job, really fast. It's not perfect, but it's pretty damn close. So that's why I love the IBK keyer. So let's just go ahead and go in here and hit A, see the alpha channel. As you see, it's not perfect at all. So we got some work to do here. So in here, you want to increase our green screen weight. See, that's getting rid of the coloration here. You could garbage mat it, but I just prefer to do it this way for speed. And to get rid of these blacks in here, you're going to want to add a grade node. and then just bump up the gamma a little bit. And that should get rid of that. Scrub through your clip. As you see, the lighting changes on the set, so you're just going to want to adjust accordingly. It was a windy day, so the green screen was moving a little bit. So let's just keep adjusting. And already that's looking really good. Already that's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and adjust our input here. So we're just going to merge that over the original clip, just so we can adjust our timeline properly here. And let's just go ahead and play that back and see what we got. So as you see, this edge in here is moving around a lot, and that's just due to the noise on the edge. So one thing we can do to fix that, and due to the fact that the green screen is moving a little bit, just because on the set it was a windy day, so that's actually affecting it. So to go ahead and fix that, let's just go ahead and roto that out. So we'll add a roto node, change that to RGBA. Change that to black. Alright, so it looks like that should fix that issue. So now we have a nice solid edge with no wobbling around. Okay, we just have the grain in the original clip, which is good. Okay. And we have a little overlay issue here, so let's go ahead and just adjust it. And we don't even need that, so let's just delete it. And just making sure it doesn't overlap her head. And I'm just going to go ahead and okay, that's pretty good. Alright, now I'm just looking at the edge of her hair, and I don't like this outline. I think I graded this too much. So let's turn that off and see what it looks like. We're just going to adjust that a little bit more, add a blur, no animation all, undo, just do it again, it's just a glitch. So as you see, the green screen is pulling through a little bit more, and we don't need to grade it that much. Let's just tone it down. Maybe to about there. Okay. That's pretty good. And that might fix her hair edge issue. And it does. So instead of a black outline now, we have a white outline. So to fix that, the IBK Gizmo has a built-in tool here. So go ahead and click on this. and enable. And you just want to adjust till it looks about right. And that looks great. That looks awesome. Okay. So as you see, without these two, you're going to have a white halo around her head. Okay? Which isn't good. Okay. So to get rid of that, luminance match and enable that and modify this a little bit. And that gets rid of the white halo around her head. So her hair is looking great. This edge is looking great. As you see, we have some more spillage coming in. And obviously if we tone this up some more, it'll get rid of it. It'll get rid of it. However, it introduces this black outline. So if it does that, go ahead and reduce the multiply down. And that'll balance that out. Okay. So that is looking pretty damn good. That is looking pretty good. So now you want to, let's go ahead and blend it in a little bit better. So to do that, we add a light wrap. So here we go, F_light, or actually it's just light wrap. Light wrap, and we're gonna sample the background. See how that looks, nothing happens. We need to adjust it up a little bit. Let me go a lot just so you see what's happening. Okay, it's pretty much adding white around. So we're just gonna add in a little bit. And as you see, it goes, it's pretty obvious in the back on the darker hair. So something about there is good. And that just really helps sell it. It's really not noticeable, but it's not supposed to be, so. Okay, that's pretty much keying her hair and getting that edge sharp if it's too wobbly. And if you hit play, this edge wobbles as well, just like this one does. So now that you guys know how to fix that, I'll leave that to you to go ahead and fix. You're gonna want to roto that, and then anytime she is interfering in the roto, you just want to animate it a little bit. So, okay. But for the sake of the tutorial, this looks pretty good. I have her hair pretty nice, and this edge. And let's just look at the mat again. A on the keyboard. And that's pretty good. There's a little leakage in here. You see in there, and we could adjust that with this. Okay. And that is looking pretty good. And I don't see much green spillage, but I'm gonna do this anyways. So hue, correct. I don't see much green spill action. Maybe if I get rid of that. The spill is more in this, on these edges, so if you have green spill, you just want to go here to green suppression, hold control and sample your green spill area. Okay, and then you want to just click and drag that down until you get rid of it. See? So that's before, that's after. But again, with our roto node, it trims it out anyways. So that looks pretty good, guys. You could go ahead and render that out and we could call that a shot. And for the next shot here, let's go ahead and recycle everything that we got. Save time. So let's go ahead and paste in this new node, new footage. And let's go ahead and change that constant. We want to sample this new color. So click on here, hold control, sample somewhat close to her hair. Okay, and that changed the color of the screen a little bit. And we're going to disable the grade, so we do our own custom grade for this. And let's just go ahead and turn that off. And let's just see what this looks like out the bat. Not bad. However, we're going to use a different background plate. We're going to use this one. Let's just get it in position. We can hit T to transform it. And that is it's a pretty good position there. Okay. Double check that it's on auto alpha. So right out the bat, you could already tell this is looking pretty good. It's not great, so we'll just keep modifying this. So we do want to apply this grade. So again, this will get rid of the black edge on around her head. We just want to move this up a little bit. Up the gamma. If she has an edge, then we're gonna decrease the multiply. And yeah, she has a black edge going on. You see that around her nose. So let's decrease the multiply. Just a little bit so it doesn't affect her hair too much. So we're just, alright, so we're just toning this down a little bit, guys. Get it look a lot better. Okay, she has too much transparency there in her hair, you see that? So, just gonna up that up a little bit. And see, she has some green spill around her, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we apply our hue correct. So for the green suppression, just check around here. Okay. And we just want to affect the foreground here. Okay. So we turn that green spill off. Alright guys, so we're just going to keep refining the alpha channel here. So we have a lot of transparency in it. And in this case, guys, we actually are going to use the garbage mask because there's a little bit too much transparency in the dark. So let's go ahead and do that. Just going to merge that over. RGBA, change the color, invert it. So basically this is a garbage mask. This is gonna bypass any of the keying that we're doing. So this is just gonna overlay it right over that. And same deal here, we're just okay, so now we're gonna really apply a hue correct node to this. We're gonna sample that in the green suppression tab. And we're just gonna bring that down a lot. Take out the green. See how that looks. And we just want to fix our roto. Doesn't have to be too precise. Alright, so it doesn't have to be too precise, guys. So once you have that, let's just take a look at this, see how it all looks. I'm looking at this edge here, that looks fine. That edge over there looks fine. We got rid of the hue, saturation. Her hair, there's a lot of good details in her hair, you see. And there's still a lot of good detail in her hair, so let's see. That is pretty good. She doesn't have a black outline or a white outline around her hair. So that's looking really good, guys. Let's go ahead and alright, so that's looking really good, guys. Let's go ahead and add a light wrap back in. As you see, it's just adding a gradual, as you see, it's just adding a slight light wrap around her. So it's just gonna help sell the shot a little bit. Alright guys, so that's the end of this tutorial. As you see, her hair looks pretty good. We have all the fine details in there. One final detail we could do is add some grain back into the background clip. So you can just use the regrain node, sample the original clip, find a region with some samples. And as you see, we just added a little bit of grain back into the clip to help sell it. And you can do the same in this clip here. This is a little too clean, so add the regrain node, sample the original clip, change that. And you see the grain just matches whatever our original footage was. And it might be too much, so we could even lower that. Modify it a little bit. Alright guys, so that's the end of this tutorial. I've shown you guys how to do some green screen keying inside of Nuke using the IBK keyer. And as you see, it's a really powerful tool, especially for hair and edge detail. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. And I just want to remind you guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you learned a thing or two from this video. And if you just like what we're doing here at the Film Arsenal. I'm doing this for the love of filmmaking and VFX and helping you guys. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. I'd like to know what kind of tutorials you guys want to see in the near future. So just go ahead and leave me a comment and I'll be happy to respond to you. Let me know if you guys have any questions for this video or any questions on filmmaking or VFX at all. Alright, I hope you guys liked this video. Go ahead and hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit subscribe for more tutorials.